A Monsters Expedition Through Puzzling Exhibitions is a Sokoban-style puzzle game by Draknek and friends, who are probably best known for the train puzzler Cosmic Express. Their games have never really stood out to me in the sea of other puzzle games, but I'm glad I took the opportunity to play this one, as I had a pretty great time. I won't be showing a lot of footage of this one or going into too much of depth for the mechanics, as I don't really want to spoil it, so sorry if the footage gets a bit repetitive. The main mechanic of this game is chopping down these trees to get from one island to another. Pushing a log on its side will roll it forward until it hits something. Getting two logs in the same space will create a raft that you can push off of rocks with to traverse the ocean. Those are all the mechanics that this game has to offer, and yet the game manages to avoid feeling stale during its approximately 10-hour runtime by finding really fun, niche interactions to build puzzles around. For example, what happens when you chop down a tree on top of another log? A lot of these interactions can be found earlier simply by messing around in some of the puzzles, so when the time is right, you'll know what to do. I did find the game overall on the easier side, at least relative to something like Baba Is You. Most of the puzzles weren't that hard to solve, and the ones that I did feel stuck on were usually because I overcomplicated them. I think all of this complements the real focus of the game nicely: the presentation. The game has a really relaxing vibe to it, filled with these beautiful, lush islands. The music is pretty minimal, but performing an action like cutting a tree or using a raft is a dynamic musical cue to make it feel more impactful. Most importantly, the game does a lot to make you want to take your time with it. There are often long raft rides to get you a sense of scale of the world. There are benches where you can just sit and take in the atmosphere, and there are tons of exhibits to read discussing what the world was like when the humans were around. A Monsters Expedition doesn't really focus on its story much, but these exhibits have a very bittersweet message to them. They're really humorous observations about human culture written from the perspective of a group that will never know them. It very much mimics the way that we try to use ancient artifacts to assume the life and culture of those from years prior to ours, but also just kind of makes me think about how our impact on the world won't be forgotten. One day, we all won't be here anymore, but the world will be changed forever because we were here, and I think that's absolutely beautiful. Life goes on. Monsters Expedition wasn't the best puzzle game I've ever played. I do wish it got a bit more experimental with its mechanics, but I think it's everything that it wanted to be, and I had a fantastic time exploring these islands, and probably will go back for all the secrets one day.